What's up, you guys? Welcome to a DDE live stream. I'm here with my busted up Lambo, as you guys are well aware of. What do we got here? Hello to all the people online already. What's up? Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Yo, look at all the people. Hello. You guys having a fantastic day or what? Wow, and it starts. Man, it's so quick. I got Dave here with me, by the way, you guys. So look,
What's up, guys? We can see your comments happening right now.
we're trying to be more organized with these live streams so that we can read everyone's comments, because on my screen, when I'm holding the camera on my phone, it's so quick. There's like a four basically comment section before it's gone. And do you have a little bit longer?
That's not bad.
Not much longer. So know that I'm saying hello to everybody. All right, so this live stream, what's this live stream about? It is about the car. We want to talk about what are we doing with this Lamborghini. It's easy for me to like say a little bit in one or two videos, but I feel like a lot of what we're doing gets lost in translation. I don't always have the opportunity to answer specific questions, and we see a lot of people have really specific questions around, what's going on with this thing, what's going on with this thing, what's going on with merch, what's going on with our DD Elite membership website. So hopefully this live stream is going to answer the people who want to know answers to that. They can get those answers answered. So how you doing over here, buddy?
I'm good.
It's like, oh, it's quick.
It's moving fast.
It's moving fast. Okay, let's start with the car. Huracan, all right? Needs a little bit of TLC, doesn't it, you guys? I know a lot of you guys are like, you beat the hell out of your car, and we like that on some level, but then we feel for the car. And hey, listen, I feel for the car too. Know this, number one, it's all cosmetic. The car is in top running condition. It goes for every service. Everything in the car there's no damages to the car other than things like this. So look, you see the front splitter here, how it's all cracked? And really that all started with that construction zone where I hit the plate on Mulholland Drive. And after that, it just started to fall apart. Hey, shout out to someone.
Huracan Ian.
Huracan Ian, hey man, thanks for the $2. Did he have a specific question?
He does. Are you doing Snowball Rally?
Okay, great. Huracan Ian. Snowball Rally this year is not going to happen. We're going to postpone it to the following year. And the answer to why that is really simple. When we do these events, it takes a lot of time and energy in the logistical planning to execute something at a high enough level so that everybody is safe, having a good time, and we deliver on, obviously, the entry fee that someone pays to be involved with that. And with everything that's going on with Daily Driven Exotics, as I think a lot of you have seen, the channel has grown tremendously, and we can't do both. Not at the level that we want to deliver. So we chose staying with Daily Driven Exotics and building the YouTube channel and furthering that rather than half-assing it at both things. So that's your answer. It hasn't gone away. We're going to do Snowball Rally probably next year. So the car needs a bit of TLC. We'll get back to that. Dave, keep an eye out for anybody else asking any real specific questions. You can shoot them to me and I'll answer them, especially if they're currently around the car right now. Okay?
Watching.
So look, this is how it works, you guys. I'm going to be really authentic with you. When I get my car, that comes out of my pocket with the company. And then when we build it, it's built in partnership with companies to lower, obviously, the cost out of our pockets. So Vorsteiner worked with us, and that's why we have the Vorsteiner kit. Now, they also worked with us because that's who I wanted to work with. I really like their product. However, that year is come and gone, and now we need to rebuild the car. Now, we can go back and work with Vorsteiner still, but that doesn't really change, obviously, the look or the performance of the car, and we like to keep things interesting and new for you. So we're in a place where we can change the car. What do we do? Well, here's the trick. We either stay the same I know a lot of you have suggested we Liberty walk the car. Now, here's the one downside with Liberty walking a car, and I know this from firsthand experience because I've Liberty walked 2 cars. You might not be fully aware of the first car, which was before the 458, but I actually Liberty walked the very first E92 BMW M3 Coupe in Canada. That was, you know, I had my YouTube channel, but I wasn't putting the M3 on there because it wasn't a exotic in my opinion, so I didn't showcase it, and I wasn't at that place where I was vlogging. But both cars, I mean, when it comes to reselling the car, however, the 458, I never got to the resale point with the 458.
Yeah, what happened?
But it was really hard to try to resell the car. I mean, they take a whack. You're already taking a whack on depreciation, putting the mileage and driving these cars the way that we do.
Okay, question.
What's the question?
Yeah, Joey Nice
Joey Nice.
asks, do you like your headlights? Do you like your headlights, or would you pass on them? So I assume that referring to the yellow film on them.
The yellow headlights, do I like them?
Yeah. Or would you pass next time? The rebuild.
Oh, on the rebuild. I really like the yellow headlight look. Now, here's what you need to know about that. It serves 2 purposes. One, it protects the headlight. So this film that's on here, I can take off, and that headlight is literally brand spanking new. There's no damage or scratches to it, which is awesome. The yellow, however, is optional. You can get clear film to protect the headlight. I like the yellow, but only with the right color scheme. If you put yellow on certain other color, it just doesn't look right. And it's a race thing. It's because race car. Hope that answers your question. We have another question? There was another one.
About the car, I'm trying to find the car question.
All right.
It says you should definitely Liberty walk this car.
Liberty walk the Huracan?
Yeah, a lot of wet blanket comments and asking for wide body so far.
Asking for wide body. So you guys would like a wide body. So here's your answer to that. I'm open to it with the idea that I would obviously have this car for a lot longer than yet just another 12 months. Because once you do that modification, there's very few people who are willing to pay the money to buy your now cut up Huracan that is never going back to its original state. The other piece to that is, would Liberty Walk be willing to work with us in an agreement to sponsor us essentially and give us a kit? Because like their kits are $30,000 USD.
Yeah,
and personally I have a hard time paying $30,000 USD being a business person. You know, if I'm just like, oh, I really love that kit and I want to buy it, and I'm not taking anything into consideration as far as a business decision goes, which is not what we do here. We consider everything, you know, dollars and cents. Then out of the love of buying it, yeah, sure, but we can't just do that. We have to, you know, this is a real business. Like, we're not just winging it here.
Cooper O'Connell. Thanks for the $5, by the way, bro. We appreciate that.
Yeah, you guys. Hey, by the way, shout out to all the people who know how to use the super chat feature. It's where you can go and pay a few bucks and specifically highlight your question. Thanks for doing that, you guys. It's pretty rad.
So Cooper wants to know when are we coming back to LA, and how can he meet you?
Okay, Coop, listen, we're coming back to LA real soon. We have a collab with Salamandrin that's in the works. I think we'll be back in LA. Realistic timeline, what are we aiming for?
Probably 2 to 3 weeks.
So
we're working on
3 weeks max. We're going to be in the LA area. We will definitely let everybody know via YouTube, all of other social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, when we're coming, at least a week in advance. So hope that answers your question.
And also on top of that, with DD Elite, we're going to do meetups while we're there. So to find out where they are, you need to be a member of DD Elite.
Right. Let's talk about that quickly. So
Perfect segue.
DD Elite, a lot of people were like, what's going on with DD Elite? It's simple. It's a membership website. It is in place real simply because, like I said, this is a business. This whole DDE thing started with me putting my own money into it, and at some point that had to change if I wanted to commit to doing this more full time, which it did. So we started to monetize the videos. That's been at best. You don't make a whole lot of money off of the monetization of the YouTube videos. So now we need to fund the channel and all the travel expenses and obviously the wear and tear on the cars and all that sort of stuff to maintain building videos And the only other way to do that is through the loyal fans of Daily Driven Exotics who really come to appreciate how much work and effort goes into making these videos, let alone the cost associated to it. So this is a way to maintain, obviously, to the loyal people at DDE, making epic content, doing crazy things, because I have some ideas that I want to execute on that are nuts, and I think you guys are gonna lose your mind when you see some of the stuff we're gonna be doing. But B, it costs a lot of money, and again, I don't know how to tell you guys this. You think because I have a Lamborghini that I'm rich. I'm not. I'll reiterate this. Listen to me real loud and clear. I make a lot of sacrifices to have this car in my life. I don't own a house, okay? I don't have a ton of investments. I literally scrounged up all the money I could 5 years ago to get the down payment on my first Gallardo. And I've been like continuing that process to have these cars in my life. And the goal was that eventually I could turn Daily Driven Exotics into a real brand that would make money, and big companies would pay us eventually money to make videos and shows. I don't know. And we're still winging it. We're just making it getting by. So there's another question.
Steve, thank you big time, buddy.
Steve, what's up, man?
Are you looking into a handbrake for the Huracan?
Okay. I had the pleasure of meeting Sam Hubinet quite recently when we were down in Los Angeles, and what an amazing guy, first and foremost. Incredible drift skills. He has his handbrake in his Huracan, and there's things he loves about it, and then there's some drawbacks to it. And one of the drawbacks is, let's face it, these cars, being that they're twin clutch, paddle shift, there's no clutch pedal, it creates a little bit of wear and tear on the car, and the car doesn't always like it. So it's effective at times, but there's things that he didn't love about it. And so when he told me that, it makes me sit on the fence. Before, I thought it was simple. You put in a handbrake and away you go. It's not that simple. He had to specifically weld in a different, what was it? It was an upgraded rear caliper and everything.
A new bracket for the caliper.
Right.
To put steel calipers or rotors on it. I don't know if he said that or not, because you can't do it with
you can't do it with the ceramics. So it's a lot of work. In order to put a handbrake on, I'd have to commit to taking these beautiful ceramic brakes off the car, putting on steel brakes, and then welding in a whole separate caliper system. It's a lot of work. I don't know that it's worth it at this point, especially because I'd be learning. I couldn't effectively use it as well as a professional Formula D drifter could.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, maybe I'll try his car first. Sam, I'll come down to the States and we'll try your car.
I like it.
We got another question?
Yeah, Hacked Luck. This is funny. Thoughts on coming down to South Florida anytime soon?
We actually have a trip for South Florida in the works.
Yeah.
We can't let everything, as far as that trip goes, we can't let the cat out of the bag, so to speak, yet. But we're planning on coming down to Miami. That trip could be real soon, within 2 weeks.
Yeah, real soon. So
Yeah.
We'll let you know.
Stay tuned. If that's the case, I plan on going and visiting Brett David and the whole team at Prestige Imports, where the Paganis are, Lamborghini, and all those beautiful cars that he has. So stay tuned for some crazy epic video content from those guys. Anything else?
Mike Sooner, again, thanks for the donation, Mike.
Yep.
How about Texas?
Texas. Texas is a place that I'd be willing to go. I think it really boils down to, we just have to see what the demand is and, maybe ship the car out there via Plycar. You guys have, what is it? COTA is there, the racetrack.
Yeah.
Do a track day. Find out if the schedule, Dave, let's find out, put that down in notes. Find out if there's a track day at COTA that we could attend and do a fan meetup at COTA. That'd be cool.
Okay, more questions.
Another question, what's up?
Fast. Again, it's Huracan Ian. Thanks again, Ian.
Yeah.
Are you doing any other rallies this year? And are there any other rallies you haven't been kicked out of?
I've not been kicked. So here's something you want to know. Actually, kind of a fun fact. I can talk about this. So the only rally I've been kicked out of was Gold Rush Rally. I've actually stayed on relatively great, good terms with Ramin, the owner, one of the owners, I should say. And when we spoke last, I spoke to him when we were talking about some of the other rallies I was attending. He actually said, I was hoping this was a non-permanent thing, and I thought we would invite you back to Gold Rush for actually Gold Rush 10. And I said, I honestly for now, I'm just going to have to politely decline, but he was open to having me back for Gold Rush 10. At the same time, to answer the rest of that question, we're going to Ace Spade Rally, right?
Yes, we are. Ace Spade Rally is in the books.
Ace Spade Rally is in the books. That is in June?
July.
So in July, we will be again going from Toronto to, is it Montreal again or somewhere?
No,
And
Toronto is all over the Northeast. So I think Philadelphia, Boston. Go to the website,
if you go to aceSpadeRally.com, we will be on that rally. It starts in Canada and again goes into the United States.
Yeah.
East Coast, which is huge for us.
And what else for rallies? We've got.
We're going to be doing Corsa.
Yes.
Only the West Coast portion. So that starts in Vail, Colorado,
Yep.
and ends in San Diego. So if you want to know more about that, go to Corsa's website. That is their cross country, but we'll only be participating on the West Coast portion. We have other small events down in Southern California. Again, we will be probably participating on Italian Stampede out to Monterey for Monterey Car Week. We'll be at Monterey Car Week the entire time. So here, another question?
Another question.
What's the question?
Tyler,
what's up, man?
Simply put, twin turbo the Huracan? Question mark.
Yeah, look, again, this goes back to the car and the building of the car. When we build a car, I want it to be no secret. Companies help me out. I'm not just buying the wheels and the body kit. Let's face it, there's marketing power in the fact that we have a bunch of subscribers and people watch this channel. And obviously you guys are car guys. So if you see an awesome set of wheels on my car, someone might want to buy those wheels because I've been proving that the wheels on my car take a beating and they're amazing. So again, people help us out and work with us. We're looking to rebuild the car. What are we going to do to rebuild it? I don't know. I don't have all those answers I wanted to tell you right now. We have a concept in mind, and part of it is making it all shiny and new again, which is on the further end of the scale that it's possible, but we're not currently there. The other side of it is this. I wasn't joking. I don't think, maybe some of you thought I was like clickbaiting, but I really wasn't. When I put up that render of the Lamborghini Veneno and it had the like big push bar on the front and it had the big Pia fog lights and the LED light bar across the top, and it was like, they coined it as like a battle car, if that makes any sense. I'm not joking. We think we might actually build that. We are thinking, since the front end's already smashed up, we're gonna get a custom push bar made for the front. Low profile, like nothing real gaudy, but like low profile, something that kind of fits the design of the front end, if that even makes sense. Put some rally style fog lights up at the front, a light bar across the top, and since the rear diffuser, which by the way, you can see is right there, ripped off. Since there's no rear diffuser down here, we would obviously make a push bar style rear bumper for this car. I'm gonna remount the ski box with a form of a, oh, by the way, you can see the engine right there, guys. We're gonna put the ski box further over the back with a proper bracketing system, rewrap the whole car with a new livery, put some...
Speaking of the wrap, sorry to cut you off.
Yep.
Carlos, thank you, Carlos.
Carlos?
Wants to know color scheme.
Okay, hey guys, color, I'll let it out. I'll let the cat out of the bag here, and then we're gonna get really specific and show the DD Elite members when we open up the membership. Those people are gonna see a full render of the wrap before anybody. But the car's going, the base color, it's multicolor. The base color is gonna be like a Nardo gray. So the next DD Tire Slayer will be DD theme for the whole year is gonna be a Nardo gray. Kind of hints, actually, there's the giveaway. Like the Nardo gray we put on our hoodies, that's the hint. So the base color is gonna be a Nardo gray like this, and then it's gonna have a crazy design over top of that. I'll give you another hint. The new wheels, we have a new wheel sponsor for this year. We have crazy wheels. Like guys, I'll be honest, I love these wheels from Vorsteiner. They've been absolutely amazing, but they're just more simple in design. The new wheels are nuts. And the new wheels are gonna be in color. We just had a big question, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot right now. I'm trying to catch up here. Hold on.
Okay, Dave's catching up to your guys'.
Okay, flying, filming, and photography. Hey, come to Denver. Great place to drive cars in the mountain. I made my own Shopify store because of you.
Oh.
Check out my Instagram, the Gadget Gifts.
Hey, congratulations on starting your Shopify store. That's awesome. So many people in this world lack success because they take no action, they overthink it. So congrats on that. Where was it? Come to Denver?
Yeah.
Would love to come to Denver.
Actually, we might do Denver soon.
Actually, Denver.
Yeah, maybe in March. We're talking about that.
Okay. There's another question. Any more?
Capture all the big ones. I think the biggest thing I noticed, guys, is you're really excited about the collab with Salamandra. Like
Oh.
literally over 100 of you guys saying you want to see that.
Collab with Salamandra is coming, you guys. We went to LA. We had a meeting with him, and things went amazing. We're excited. We're just two busy crews, and very, very soon. Very, very soon.
Very soon. Hank has a question.
Hank,
Or actually, has a suggestion.
what's the suggestion,
Hank
Hank?
wants you to buy back the 458
Yep.
and use that as your giveaway car.
So I don't know if you guys can hear Dave in the background. Hank's question was, suggestion was, buy back the 458 from Florida and do a giveaway. So here's what you need to know. My old 458 is a complicated situation, and it's because somebody else owns the car. That car potentially has some complications with it. I can't really get into the specifics of it. A lot of people don't know that I actually know a lot more about that car and that car situation than I can talk about online for legal reasons. And let's just say, like, I'm not in a position to buy that car back. It's not up for sale. And if, it gets taken back and does end up for sale at some point, then we'll talk then. But at this moment, it belongs to the gentleman who bought it, and that's it. I hope he enjoys the car.
Awesome. Another question.
Another question.
From DatChosen12468.
Okay.
Are you ever coming to Detroit?
Yes.
That will be
Detroit. We will be in Detroit again because I have to go to Detroit in order to drive my car from Detroit, where we drop it off via Plycar, over the border to Toronto. I have no shipping agreements with anybody in Canada. So working with Plycar and just keeping the cost down, because shipping over the border is so expensive, they just ship my car anywhere I want in the United States. So when I start a Spade Rally, we get the car shipped to Detroit.
Yeah.
I usually spend like a day or so in Detroit, and then I drive up over the border. So we'll be
July.
July, yeah.
One more questions?
By the way, do you guys like my taping skills? Like, come on. You can't even tell, but the wing is completely taped from when the ski box flew off and hit it and split it in half. Look at this. Look at that. You'd think I'd wrapped a hockey stick or two in my day, but actually I've never played hockey. What do you got? Any more?
I have a lot of questions here about
Just
the car.
Just
Anything
start
random?
asking them. We'll just hammer this out. Come on.
Okay, so how is your current dedication to fitness and getting back in shape?
Good question. I just finished being quite ill with the flu for about 5 days. So my dedication's good because that's helped me not consume as much food. So I think my calories are down from being sick. But on a serious note, we've been going to the gym, actually, both Dave and I, and we're on it.
We're eating healthy.
We're eating healthy, you guys.
Yeah, thank my wife for that.
What else is
And
next?
yours?
What's next? Car stuff. Nobody wants to know how healthy I am.
Are you gonna take the car mudding like Alex Choi?
No, I'm not. I've done that before. I could have told Alex had he asked me. When I made my Lamborghini WRC video, you guys, it didn't beat the hell out of my car, quite like it did to Alex's car, but it's a pain in the ass because you do get mud everywhere. And the only way to remove it is to do what he did, take all the panels off and just start pressure washing. And it's a process. And I had the same thing. I had in behind my Gallardo rear bumper, when I did that off-road scene, I had about 25 pounds of rock and gravel stuck in there. It's just a bitch. So I don't plan on taking my car brutally off-road like that. And for all of what? Like, 1 million views? No thanks.
No, not. Steve,
Yeah.
would you still drive a supercar if your back was destroyed?
I don't know. My back's not destroyed, so I couldn't really touch on that. I think it depends on, I don't know. You can get supercars that have normal seats, so it would be no different than driving any other car if you had the right seat in it.
Tyler, any
Yeah.
Ferrari mods coming up this year?
We were talking about that. The Scuderia, an easy mod would be, kind of like straight piping it, putting an exhaust on it, making it louder. You could change the wheels out on it. There's not a whole lot you can do after that. You know, we played with the idea of maybe putting a wide body Liberty Walk kit on it, but at that time when we talked about that over a year ago or last summer, you know, I'm not paying $30,000 again for a full kit. I don't need to do that.
Lots of questions to me about the R8. People saying I can buy an R8.
Yeah, here.
And here's the truth, guys. Like,
Here, you can talk to Dave for a sec. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna flip this around. Where's the flip? There you go.
so the reality is that when we were in Vegas over the weekend, I drove a lot of cars for the first time. So the first time driving McLaren, all that. So I had this quick experience, and initially the R8, I loved it the most because I had so much hype in my mind that I would love that car. So before I can make an ultimate decision for a big purchase, I need to drive more cars. There's a lot of other cars I want to drive first, but I definitely right now, I'm loving the R8.
You're addicted to it.
I'm addicted to the R8.
What else we got, Dave? Dave's gonna find some more questions.
What's your Snapchat? Simply, I'll say it for you. It's just Damon Fryer, lowercase, one word.
Yeah.
To add Damon to Snapchat.
DAMONFRYER. That's it. That's me on Snapchat. If anybody's using Twitter, I finally got on Twitter for the sake of the brand. It is DDE Damon. That's my Twitter.
Perfect. Where are the Italian hats? Coming soon. We have new hats on order.
Tell them about it, you guys. Merch is not easy. We do our best to try to stay on top of this game, but we're not clothing designers. We're learning the manufacturing game, trying to come in at a reasonable price point so you guys aren't, you know, having to buy hats plus shipping and they're like $100. We have to do, you know, our research. And we bought a bunch of hats and they took, you know, we were promised 30 days and they took 90 days to come here, right?
That's the game.
Yep.
We're working on lots of new merch, ways of making it cheaper for you guys for shipping. We have lots of stuff on the go right now.
I think I just saw a question that said, someone asked, how can I get a keychain? At first, we were making the keychains an add-on. So if you bought a hat or you bought a hoodie, you could add a keychain on. And the reason is we didn't want people to have to pay $15 just to ship a $10 keychain or whatever we have them priced at. So we did finally make it so you can buy a keychain. So if you want a keychain, go to dailydrivenexotics.com and you can buy a keychain all on its own. I warn you now, the shipping's really expensive. We take none of that. It's because we live in Canada and our shipping rates are freaking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane.
And we have a solution to that coming too. We're working on all this stuff.
William, do you ever play music in the Lambo?
I do, but unfortunately, being a YouTuber, I can't play it in any of my videos or I get a copyright strike. So that's why the only time I play music is when I'm not filming. So when I stop filming, I turn the music back up. When I start filming, I gotta turn it right off.
The man in the corner has a question or an idea.
Okay.
Buy a 993, so Porsche.
Yeah.
And then do the RWB build.
Yeah, I've thought about that. Again, in order to get Nakai to do that, apparently it's like a 2-year waiting list.
Really?
I just don't have the patience to buy an old car and then sit on it and wait for him to come and build it. I mean, as cool as it is. And I'm also not, like, I appreciate them. I think they're cool, but I'm not in love. Like, the people who love that stuff are just so passionate about that style. And that's how I was when I first built my 458 and my E92. And I kind of lost that after I'd done a couple for a few reasons. It just
Fair enough.
wasn't what I ended up wanting. So what's the next one?
Steve, if money was no object,
I wish, yeah.
would you buy a McLaren 720S or would you wait for the Spider or LT models to come out?
If money was no object, I would buy the Senna and drive it on the track. I don't care what it looks like. It's just a beast. It's designed for the track. But to answer your question specifically, if money was no object and those were my choices, I'd definitely buy the most limited, crazy version of the 720 when it came out.
What year is my BMW? My M3 is a 2002. Old E46 M3, a lot of fun, big bang for the buck. If you want to get into it, you can buy them for like 15 grand and they do donuts. So good starter car.
Good starter car. So some more stuff about you look for some more questions.
Yeah.
Some more stuff I can tell you about the Huracan. So you guys hear that? Nardo gray base color is the new color instead of white. The wheels are gonna get crazy. We have a new sponsor. Wheels are gonna have color in them. The car actually may get raised up a little bit. I've realized that it being this low doesn't work for all situations. That's also in part what beat the hell out of the front splitter, and eventually it gave away and was, you know, looks trashed. What else are we doing to the car? I was thinking about putting race seats in it, and I said something about that in one of my videos. What do you guys think about that? Should we rip these seats out and put some race seats in this car? I did that in my 458. I only put the one in because my wife was like, don't you dare put a race seat in my seat. I want my comfort. So what if we got rid of these? These are the comfort seats for Lamborghini, and put a bucket race seat in. You can see, look, I've already, the stitching on the seam here. The seat's not ripped, but the stitching has just come undone. So I either got to get, at some point, that restitched back up. But I'm thinking in the meantime, maybe just pull these out. Now, there's a trick when you change seats, all right? I learned this with my 458. There's a module in the car. So when there's power components such as power seats or a power telescoping steering rack or any of that stuff in these cars, there's a module, and that module is typically a part of the seat. In order to keep everything functioning, you have to pull that module out and find a new place to put it if you put race seats in. I have to find out if the Huracan has that, because that would be my one deterrent to putting race seats in my car. Because when I took that module out for my 458, no joke, you guys, that GT3 carbon bucket race seat cost me about $900 to buy. It cost me $2,200 in install fees from Ferrari to have it custom installed into the 458, because they had to pull the module out and figure out how to make it all work with a race seat.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Thoughts on a bigger wing?
I love it. I've wanted a bigger wing. Hey, I'll let you in on a little tip. This is no knock on Vorsteiner. When I made my deal with those guys, I had some I'm stuttering. I had some suggestions, and my suggestions were this, and I still want to do this. I'll just give this away too. I wanted to make like big canards right here, like the Super Trofeo race car. It has those big canards. I wanted to make canards with Vorsteiner and bolt them onto their front bumper and make it more unique, one-off for DDE. My other suggestion was potentially making a carbon style race mirror and a bigger wing. I'd love a bigger wing on this car, more GT3-esque. I'm down. I just can't find anybody who makes one, and I don't know that the race car one would fit on this car as easily as the race application for the 458 fit on the 458. What else you got? There's another one.
Yeah, so Huracan Ian again.
Yeah.
$100K for an F430 for my first supercar. Or do you think the Huracan is really worth the extra $100,000?
No, buy an F430 for your first car. Great bang for the buck. The biggest thing is you're not going to lose a ton of money in depreciation if you want to drive it. And I don't know what your insurance rates are like where you are, but if I bought an older 430 model, that car would be substantially cheaper to insure where I specifically live than a newer model car. In 2007 and up models, the insurance rates start just going crazy. And that's why this car right now is uninsured for the street and sitting here with storage insurance. And we only insured this car. And the reason is the rate went from $4,500 last year to $8,500 this year. And that went from $3,500 to $5,500. So it's been just ridiculous to insure these cars, and older supercars are not only going to lose less money, they're probably cheaper to maintain on some level, and you can have just as much fun, man, especially for your first car.
Casey.
Yeah.
Shout out from local Jeep Squad.
What's up, local Jeep Squad?
And Parker Series says hi.
Parker's in here?
Vehicle Virgins.
What up, Parker? How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. You got beautiful sunny weather down there in California. We're so jealous. It's raining and gross outside here. Anything else? We had another one?
Cooper.
Cooper.
All I want is a shout out.
What's
Instagram.
up? Shout out to Cooper. What's your Instagram, Cooper?
It is cars_of LA.
There you go, buddy. You got it. Well, guys.
That's about it.
That's about it. We hope you guys can appreciate that this is, I'm just going to say it, this is a business. It takes a lot of time, energy, and some money to keep these cars going, insured, fuel, maintenance, which I have no special sponsor on maintenance. I have to pay all the maintenance out. And obviously, the maintenance comes up a lot quicker when you're putting the kind of mileage on these cars that I put on them. And so DD Elite is another form of loyal fans being able to get more DDE content, getting closer to the brand, getting inside look to stuff, getting a discount on merch, all that sort of stuff for a very small fee. If you guys want to know what the fee is, by the way, when DD Elite comes out, the membership fee is only $2.50 a month. It's $2.50 a month. And you're gonna get all this behind the scenes footage of cars, special reveals. You'll get to see the entire new wrap rendering before anybody else. You'll get to see what wheels we're picking. You'll get meetups that nobody else will get. So for your $2.50, if you bought one hoodie, the discount we're gonna give you,
it's huge.
You're gonna make, you'd be saving 10 times that anyhow. So
That's right.
That's where we're going with it. It's to help support everything we're doing, or else I gotta go back and start getting a day job and I can't make these videos. So.
Exactly. I gotta eat, guys. I'm hungry.
Dave, we gotta feed Dave. Dave's getting skinny.
I'm getting skinny.
He's getting skinny, man. We gotta fatten him up. So we gotta throw him a burger once in a while. Thanks for watching. If for some reason you stumbled across this live and you're not a subscriber to the channel, smash that subscribe button. Also, make sure you turn on the notification bell. YouTube's not always, it doesn't feel like they're always working with us creators. And so, you know, if you don't turn on the notification bell, they're not going to tell you when we upload a new video. When we upload a new video, if you're one of the first few people to go and watch the video, we really appreciate that. That engagement helps push the video out, and all that sort of fun stuff keeps us going. So
That's right. Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching.
thanks for watching. We'll have a video up tomorrow. Stay tuned. I love all you guys. Seriously, thanks for the support. Have a good one. Peace.